A quarter of adults in Britain are so obsessed with cleaning and tidying that they spend over 4 years of their waking lives on household chores, with many feeling compelled to abide by strict regimes and rituals.
Household ammonia is my favourite. I tipped a bit too much in the bowl and nearly gassed myself.
If he runs over this, then I have to start all over again.
I could lick that brim. There you go.
But for most of us, keeping our homes clean and tidy is not a priority. With 32% of people admitting to not cleaning their bathroom for 6 months.
I think I'm a germaphobe. I'm not putting my hand down that toilet.
And a mere 28% of us only changing their bedding once a month.
I don't think that's actually dust. I think it's dandruff.
Can a group of obsessive cleaners transform the habits of a nation?
Hip, hip, hip-jaw!
She wants to keep the pan.
Now this is to turn the light on.
Are you actually having a laugh?
It's been like this nearly enough 3 years.
Or will this prove too much for the people whose need for perfection
1, 2, 3, 4
has become an obsession?
Seems to be human hair.
Why can't you throw things away?
You just question me like I'm some kind of a div, and I'm sick of it.
34-year-old glamour model Kerry from Essex, who also works as an assistant paramedic, spends 20 hours a week keeping her 3-bedroom home immaculate.
Yeah, some women like the smell of perfume, and I like the smell of bleach. On average, I'll do the floor 3 times a day. When I walk in, I like it to smell kind of like a swimming pool.
Although not OCD diagnosed, Kerry redecorates the whole house each year so it always looks pristine.
No matter how much I wipe it, it just gets worn and torn. So I try to do it as often as I possibly can.
Her flawless home hides the fact that Kerry is also a single mum of 5 kids.
Age ranges are from 16 to 3.5. They are all generally quite tidy and clean as well because they know what I'm like.
My mum tells me to make my bed and tidy my clothes up.
Mummy, just put this in the bin, all right?
She can hoover her rug up to 5 times a day, removing all traces of her family.
They just sort of sit while they're watching the telly. You get like a little bum patch where somebody's sat.
You can't relax ever. If you hoover once and it's not to her standard, you're going to have to get on your hands and knees on the rug and proper do it so it looks like it's been hoovered. It's horrible. Awful.
I don't think there is any excuse for having children and having a messy home. Children aren't an excuse to have a messy home.
Kerry will be leaving all of her children for the first time to show someone at the opposite end of the spectrum how to clean and keep organised.
Yeah, I'm really keen to try and demonstrate to people that, you know, you don't have to live in mess, you can be clean.
But spending 4 days away is beginning to hit home.
The longest period of time I ever leave, like my kids, is when they go to their dad's. So this is going to be the longest time I've spent away from all of them in one go. Yeah.
Kerry's travelled 30 miles down the road to someone with a very different attitude towards cleanliness. Thirty-year-old single mum Vicky's home is dominated by 3-year-old son Aston's toys and hasn't had a deep clean for 4 years.
My house is just a complete mess in every room.
While Vicky works 1 morning a week and Aston attends nursery 4 days a week, the rest of the time they spend together.
I just find cleaning and tidying boring.
As a result, Rosie the rabbit hasn't been moved for months, and evidence of her presence has spread beyond her cage.
Why is she putting all her food on my guitar? I need to wipe it.
But it's not just Rosie making a mess. The clutter-packed kitchen hasn't been deep cleaned in 4 years either.
I don't think I've ever cleaned the kitchen floor. In the 4 years that I've lived here, I think the oven's been cleaned once. That wasn't by me either.
Upstairs, the toilet hasn't been cleaned in 3-year-old Aston's lifetime, and although his room is also lacking attention, Vicky's mum Janice thinks she knows where the problem lies.
This is a lot of the problem. He's so time-consuming. He's a clever little kid, but he wants attention. Who wouldn't rather be with him than tidying up and cleaning?
And if he asked me to play with him, I'm not going to say no. Hello, I'm Vicky, nice to meet you.
I'm Kerry, nice to meet you.
Come in.
Thank you.
This is the lounge.
Right, I don't know what to really say.
I have one little boy.
So you've only got the one child?
Yeah. Just me and Aston that live here.
Oh my God.
This is the worst room.
Take it you don't clean in here at all?
No.
No. So the toilet, when do you reckon that was actually last cleaned?
I don't remember doing it in the past 4 years.
But then obviously your son as well has got to
He
use
doesn't
it,
use
and
it, he uses a potty.
He still uses a potty now?
Because I won't let him touch the toilet while it's like that.
Okay.
This is Aston's room. He hasn't slept in here for about 6 months.
Why does Aston not sleep in this room?
Basically, he sleeps in with me for comfort since his dad left in about 6 months ago. So.
Okay. You can only play with so many toys. You can't play with like every toy that you have in the house.
He plays with everything.
No, I don't quite agree with that. But... Right. Well, and what about just giving like around the windows a little bit of a wipe and that?
Yeah, it's just not something I've ever
thought about doing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Vicky. Does it make you feel quite depressed sometimes? I can clearly see it upsets you.
Yeah.
And you don't want to live like this.
I hate it.
Mum of 5, Kerry, is keen to show Mum of 1, Vicky, how she balances her cleaning with caring for her family.
I have 5 children.
Right.
All different ages. So around 5, half 5, I get up, make sure they get washed and dressed ready for school. I can't leave my house until the washing up is done. I wipe the chairs, the breakfast bar, and then I do my work. So generally a 10-hour shift a day. Mm-hmm. When I come home, once the children are in bed, I will run the hoover around and make sure I've bleached the floors again just to make sure it's tidy and clean.
I just don't get how anybody make the time to keep your house so lovely and spend time with the children, no matter how many children you've got. I find it hard enough with one child. I was quite shocked that she had 5 children, actually. I mean, she's got older ones as well, so the older ones can help look after the younger ones. I've just got Aston, and it's just Aston and me.
That little boy, if he's 3 years old, he can't even use his own toilet. He has to use a potty. He's walking around in mess. And that's what's going to motivate me to get the house clean.
Yeah.
1 in 10 Brits admit to never cleaning their windows. Yet there is a unique group of cleaners who can do this daily. 50-year-old Tina is a foster carer from Berkshire. She cleans for 40 hours a week in a never-ending war against mess.
A tidy house is a tidy mind. A tidy mind's a tidy house, and I've just got to do it.
Diagnosed with OCD 8 years ago, Mum of 4 Tina can't relax until her strict daily cleaning rituals have been completed.
I cannot go out the house without it being done. Even if I'm out, I'm worrying, thinking, oh, I'll get back and I'll do that, and I'll do that, and I'll do that. So you're not really enjoying yourself while you're out. It's just regimental, I've just got to do it. Every single day I change my bed. Before I go out, it's done, iron it. When I was starting to do it, my heart was racing and racing and racing. Oh, I've got to get it done, got to get it done, got to get it done.
In her fight against dust and germs, Tina gets through 3 bottles of bleach and 7 kitchen rolls a week. but it's her preoccupation with precision which dominates her life.
This table lamp has got a seam. That seam has got to be facing the back of the wall. I don't want to see any seams on anything. I couldn't put anything on that shelf because it felt cluttered up there. It's been like it for about 3 years. Trinkets. No trinkets. No trinkets. No.
Weary of anyone who can disrupt her immaculate home, Tina has been driven to take special precautions.
This drawer's a special drawer, locked. Nobody gets in it. This is just special cutlery. Nobody's allowed in this drawer, only me.
That includes her husband.
If I ever caught him in the drawer, oh my gosh, I don't think his life would be worth living.
Les has been living with Tina's habits for over 32 years.
Slippers off. Look.
It hasn't always been at this level, no. I think since all the kids have left home and the house is a bit quieter, I think it's become a bit of a ritual for her to clean the house.
Tina will be challenging her restrictive OCD behaviour by spending 4 days away from the safety of her sanitised home.
I take straws out with me every time I go out because I won't drink out of a cup or a glass anywhere else. I want to help somebody else and see if what I do, I really need to be doing it all.
Tina has travelled over 100 miles across the country to visit someone with a very different attitude to order.
Oh my God, it's just like a scrapyard, isn't it? Gee whiz. What's that? Saucepan? No.
64-year-old former analyst Mike lives alone in Suffolk, amongst a lifetime's accumulation of stuff.
This used to be the kitchen. Not too useful for more than anybody than just me, but I can get by in it. Well, I can cook things under the toaster there, boil a kettle, which is even more important.
Mike's massive artefacts and paperwork have taken over every room in the house.
I mean, this is the bathroom, or I suppose more correctly these days, my office, really, because it's where the paperwork gets done. Yeah, this is my working area. Got everything's to hand, yeah. Always bringing a telephone, because whenever you sit down, that's when somebody rings.
Although Mike has collected lots of his mechanical artefacts himself, some were inherited from his father, Ronald, who passed away over 10 years ago. The former aviation engineer devoted years to helping build record-breaking jet car Thrust 2.
There's one in its bit in its final paintwork, the gold of it.
Friend of 40 years, Tony, thinks Mike is stuck in the past.
Well, judging from experience, it's very difficult to actually get rid of anything because everything would have a purpose in Mick's mind, but I think it's time to let go of a few things.
It's crept up on me over the years. I could give reasons, you might say excuses, but that's the way it is, so that's where I've got to work from now. Hello.
Hello. I'm Tina.
I'm Mike.
Hello, Mike.
How do you do?
How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
Would you like to come in?
This is the kitchen.
Yeah. There's a cooker there, there's a hob somewhere over there. I do have a sink.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can tell you're impressed.
What's this, Mike?
What do you think it might be?
I don't really want to say.
It's a bloodless castrator for sheep. Hasn't been used for a while. I don't know if
Nice.
any sheep here.
Lovely, thank you.
This is the hall.
So what's this?
That's for tiling up the blades on chainsaws.
Oh, okay.
This is the, what would have been the lounge at one time.
Wow. You have a lot of trinkety things. I'm having trouble taking all this in where it's everywhere.
Right, if you come in here, this is my office.
This is your office?
Well, yeah, and the bathroom. It
Oh.
doubles, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Hmm.
Can you ever close that door to go to the toilet? Or
Why would I need to?
Yeah, but if anybody comes to visit you.
Yeah, well, somebody whistles.
I feel quite uncomfortable in here because I just find it's got a dirty feeling to it. We need to sort this. We need to sort it bad now. Oh, it's making me itch. I just feel hemmed in. It's very sort of bit creepy, I feel. You know, it's just too much in my head.
Having assessed the situation at Mike's, Tina wants him to see how things could be.
Would you like to see some pictures of my house? This one is of my kitchen. My cutlery drawer gets cleaned every day. I then clean my windows, I dust, I hoover, I wash the floors. My ducks, I've got a mum and two babies. They have to be facing into each other, like the mum duck has to be looking onto the ducks. I can't not do it because I can't focus. Seem to be. It's like I say, a clean.
Something nagging at you all the while if you don't do these things.
That's right, and it's like a clean mind to a clean home.
So I think she's being pretty brave, really, to take this on at all. I think she was frightened. I could almost smell it.
Back in Essex, it's the first day of the clean. Glamour model and mum of 5, Kerry, has just 4 days to tackle mum of 1, Vicky's house. Kerry wants to clean and clear the whole of downstairs, as well as the toilet and Aston's room. Skip and protective suit to the ready, they make a start on the living room that's not been deep cleaned for 4 years.
Is this going to go in the loft? Just chuck it. I'll keep the frame though. Oh, that shoe goes
Brand
in
new
here.
bloody toothbrush.
Yeah, I know. I got that out of the box. So I've left it out on purpose.
Do you need all these sunglasses?
In the basket out by the front door, sunglasses go. So yeah, put them in there. Right, which bit of this comes off? Is it?
Yeah, you can pull that bit. You can pull that off. That comes off.
I've never even thought to look at what's under here, and it's not pretty.
Rosie the rabbit's cage has not been moved for 6 months.
I would like to try and get that rabbit outside.
I don't want her outside. I don't want her to live outside.
Rabbits don't generally live indoors. They are mainly outdoors.
If she went outside, I think the shock would kill her.
Vicky agrees to temporarily relocate the hutch to the garden while they clean.
And I am shocked, right? Do you never sort of think to just move it and be behind there?
No, I forget.
Are you going to stand there and watch, or are you going to get on with the kitchen? We haven't got a lot of time.
Half a skip of belongings from the living room later, they make a start on Aston's room, which has become a dumping ground since Vicky split with his dad 6 months ago.
Right, let's decide what's being thrown.
Is this all rubbish?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, that's to keep.
What's this? You're keeping this Play-Doh set?
Yeah.
What about this hobby horse?
Yeah, that was made for him.
Sometimes think you end up with stuff that you don't need to because...
But he's attached to them.
There's just no point in keeping them all.
Oh, no. We might need to rescue that monkey that I've just thrown in there.
Biggest problem with Vicky is she likes to have too much stuff that she doesn't need, and that's why things have got as bad as what they have. For a little boy who's got an awful lot of toys.
It's all presents, and I don't like... I feel ungrateful for getting rid of presents.
Rather than looking for excuses for it not to happen, you need to think, right, this is what I need to do, and try and...
I didn't choose to live in a mess.
Well, nobody else chose to do that, only you. You chose to leave it like that. And it's only you that can make things different and that can make things happen, not anybody else. It's in your house. It's down to you to get rid of that now.
And every day you wake up, you should look at that little boy and you should think to yourself, I'm going to do this for you. It's that little boy who should be the most important, and he should give you that drive, and it's for him. Because he can't do it for himself, he needs his mummy to be strong. I felt Vicky was making an awful lot of excuses of why the house has got the state it has, why she couldn't chuck everything out. I felt she kind of needed a little bit of a reality check.
It's hard. And I do understand what she was saying. I think, yeah, I can take on board some of the stuff that was said, yeah.
In Suffolk, OCD-diagnosed Tina, who never eats and drinks outside of her own home, is spending 4 days in which she wants to clean collector Mike's kitchen, bathroom and living room.
I've got my blackcurrant bottle because I'm not comfortable to drink in Mike's house yet. I feel very apprehensive about taking it into a house that's not exactly clean. Well, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
With around 10 years worth of artefacts to sort, Mike's made preparations to ensure they're not going far.
Is this helpful, moving all your stuff from the house into the shed?
Well, it is moving the problem in a way, but it's, as I see it, the only solution at the moment.
Back inside, Tina is keen to make some headway in the bathroom that has also doubled up as an office for the last 2 years.
What is all this?
It's a main fuse from the SC100. You haven't got one of those, have you?
What is it?
It'll either fit the nut or the wing nut thing.
What are you going to do with this book?
Good to keep it in here, you know, when one's having a sit down and think. Oh, you never know when you might need one of them.
Right, this is all your paperworky type stuff. That should be in a museum, really. So what is this, Mike?
That's Thrust 2, it was called. It was the World Land Speed Record holder back in 1983. My father was involved in building it. I hadn't realised till I was clearing out where my dad lived and found up some bits of fiberglass, turned them over and saw the gold colour on it.
The stuff Mike's got here isn't all junk. It's history. It's just amazing, the stuff that he's got.
When his father passed away in 2003, Mike's difficult relationship with him meant that in later years they'd rarely spoken. His dad's dedication to breaking the land speed record resulted in spending long periods away from the family.
When your dad was ever making stuff, was you involved with doing stuff, or if he was in the garage?
No, it's a shame because I feel it's a terrible waste because he was a very talented man not to
Brush
passed it on.
Yeah.
Well, I do feel I could have achieved much more with a bit of guidance, you know.
Do you think this has affected your house the way it is?
Oh, yeah, it did, undoubtedly, with my dad, because, as I say, I was bringing stuff back here, which I then couldn't deal with, either physically or mentally.
At the moment, he's holding on to the past. The minute he starts to move any of his dad's bits out, he will come to terms with having to move other things.
1 in 50 people in Britain is diagnosed with obsessive-compulsive disorder. For some, this can manifest itself in an extreme fear of germs, resulting in a compulsion to obsessively clean.
Dental floss. It's for cleaning me knobs.
Mum of 3, Hayley, was diagnosed with OCD in 2007 and gets through a bottle of bleach a day, making sure her home is as surgically clean as possible.
The triggers are mainly based around my children. I worry that if I don't carry out certain rituals that they'll get sick and then die. But what I'm trying to do now is face my fears and realise that that's not going to happen.
To help her and fellow OCD sufferers and obsessive cleaners confront their need to clean, each week Hayley will visit their houses to explore if excessive time spent cleaning is worth it. Joining Hayley this time is fellow OCD-diagnosed Jamie from Somerset, who spends 2 hours a day cleaning.
I probably clean the bath about 4 times a week, just scrubbing to the point that the bleach burns my eyes.
First stop is the East Midlands, home of industrial cleaner Mark. Although not OCD diagnosed, he lives his life by a series of obsessive rituals.
I do have a habit of just walking on the black tiles. They don't show the marks at all. I walk on the outside of the stairs because it kind of evens out the wear and tear on the carpet. I'm quite nervous about having the place swabbed for the bacteria. I'm curious to see what it comes up like. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? I'm Mark.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Jamie.
Jamie, come on in, let me show you around the place. This is my lounge. This rug is the bane of my life. No matter how much I vacuum it, it always seems to get bits on it. And I've got a theory that a ghost comes in the middle of the night and just sprinkles a few little breadcrumbs on it to cheese me off.
A ghost?
Yeah, I reckon so. Well, this is my kitchen.
I'm really intrigued to see how you keep your kitchen clean because the work surfaces look lovely.
Stick on the old latex gloves that I'm a bit of a fan of. Dampen that a bit. Then needs a bit of antibacterial spray. Just go over it.
Mark spends 30 minutes a day making sure his kitchen surfaces shine.
I think it's good what you're doing, Mark, because I think it seems like quite quick. So, I think we should give the surfaces a swab and see how clean they are.
To test if Mark's excessive cleaning is necessary, he's agreed to have his kitchen surfaces swabbed with a bacterial measuring device.
You nervous about the results of your swabbing?
Well, I wasn't, but I think I'm becoming progressively more nervous as time goes by.
A reading of less than 500 is hygienic enough to eat off.
So, your result is
okay.
71.
That's all right, that's not too bad at all, is it? The pressure's on now, Jamie.
I know.
I'll feel kind of reassured in the fact that antibacterial spray is an okay substitute for bleach, which is good because it means I'm progressing.
Next, Mark and Hayley test if OCD-diagnosed Jamie can improve on Mark's score.
I'm a little bit nervous about the swabbing. I'm just worried about the result I'm going to get.
Back in Suffolk, OCD-diagnosed Tina has another 2 rooms to empty before she can start cleaning. So she's keen to speed things up by taking a firmer approach in the kitchen.
Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put some boxes on the table, then work round and put into the boxes what we want to keep. Right, here we go.
Do I need that? I mean, it'd make a very nice container to put something in. Oh, yeah.
No, it don't. Do you really, really need it?
Oh, bin it. Oh,
well done, Ray! I've got a bin.
Do I need the ball?
No.
Okay.
Mike, you're on a roll, darling. Do you know, it's a lovely feeling thinking this bag's going out the door. Right.
Of course, I'll have to sort it before I allocate it to the particular bin it goes in.
Excuse me, it's going to the tip. We ain't even touching it. Let me have my way today, please. Ray, one bag.
Seeing how ecstatic you were, having filled a bag and actually taken it out, is this some symptom of your OCD or
Yeah, it is.
You just get...
Part of the reason I'm here is to challenge myself.
Right.
To sort of probably relax a little bit. Wherever I go, I have a bag full of straws. They go in my handbag and my bottle goes with me. I can't put my lips to a glass, to a cup. I don't know what it is.
Must impact on your family.
It's more come to light, more of it,
Yeah.
because all my children have left home. I could do it
So
all
you've got
day.
thinking time.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, I've wiped that top down 10 times. What else can I do? I'll tell you what, I'll go and get the stuff out the wardrobe and iron it again. At the moment, it's still talking to me in my brain. You know, I should be cleaning. You know, I need to wipe that side, I need to do this, I need to do that. And that's why when I go back, I'm cleaning and that's it.
Back in Essex, having already tackled 2 rooms, single mums Vicky and Kerry are making a start on the kitchen, which hasn't been thoroughly cleaned in 4 years.
Where was that?
All up here.
Oh, the cat hair.
The cat's left all hairs, so now the stuff's not actually even clean. Go on. Down. Disgusting.
So, do all 5 of your kids like help you with the cleaning and the...
Yeah, my little one, she likes to get a mop out and spray the sides and mop the floor. I am quite proud of her for that. You know, she's only little,
Yeah, see, Aston at preschool, they asked him to tidy up and he said, Mummy doesn't tidy up, so why should I have to?
How did that make you feel?
When they told me, I thought, yeah, I'm not really setting a very good example. I feel like I've let him down.
It's not fair on him. That's what upsets me the most, is to know there's a little kid here that isn't living in a home like he should. It should be different. And this is your chance now to give him that, yeah? Vicky's realised her own self that she needed help because, maybe her son will follow in her footsteps if she doesn't act now. So I'm pleased that she has.
The pair move on to Vicky's bathroom that hasn't been cleaned since her 3-year-old son Aston was born. He is banned from using it in favour of a potty.
Right, Vicky, if you want to lift the toilet seat.
Seat and lid?
No, the whole lot to start with, because you start around the bottom there. I want you to give it a good scrub. You're not going to like it.
Oh, it just splashed on me.
Just make sure you give your sponge a rinse, every now and then as well. Otherwise you'll just be putting the same dirt back on.
I'm going to get rid of that. Now I feel like I can actually get a bit closer and proper get some elbow grease into it.
That's good. I'm feeling quite impressed that you've actually got on with the toilet like that.
I feel quite impressed that I've got my head down the toilet.
With a renewed sense of purpose, single parent of 4 years Kerry wants to give newly single Vicky some of the skills that she's had to teach herself.
Don't go over yourself too many times on that actual spot.
Long strokes.
Yeah.
So how did you learn all these?
One, being a single mum, obviously, I haven't got the money to come and pay some builder to come and do it all for me. So I just find if I learn it myself, I ain't got to rely on no one.
Yeah. I've only been a single mum for a few months, so it's still things I'm getting into, really. It's all new to me. And I do really admire her for what she does with 5 children.
I just think white looks fresh.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And clean.
The average healthy person comes into contact with millions of germs every day without getting ill. But for some sufferers of OCD, germs can be a terrifying prospect, with their anxiety often resulting in cleaning compulsions and ritualistic behaviour. With Mark's home tested, it's now the turn of OCD-diagnosed Jamie to see if his 14 hours of cleaning a week is worth it. Jamie's OCD means he's also compelled to perform rituals throughout the house.
With a telly, I always have to have the volume on an even number. When I lock the door, I always check it 16 times.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty nervous about having Haley and Mark around my house, because obviously he got good results and I just want to get good results too. You all right, guys?
Hi, Jamie.
Nice to see you again. Come on in. This is my front room. When I do hoovering, I go up in stripes.
And so why do you do stripes?
So I don't miss a bit. It makes me feel as though I've done it properly.
Yeah.
This is my kitchen.
This is nice and big.
Yeah, looks clean.
First of all, I use bleach.
All right, OK.
Put neat bleach on the worktops. I don't think you can beat a nice smell of bleach, to be fair. And then when I'm happy with that, so I use my anti-back spray.
OK.
And because I have a thing for even numbers, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think we should give it a swab.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Jamie?
Feeling really, really nervous.
A score of 500 or under is clean enough to eat off.
I'm really happy you got this score.
Yeah.
And it's a 0.
Very happy with that. Very, very happy. I think today has helped. I can rein it in by saying I won't bleach as much, and I think that will be a step forward. Come home and clean less, therefore spend more time with my son and my wife.
I feel like myself and Jamie have kind of enlightened Mark on what it is actually like to live with OCD. I think it will hopefully help other people actually see what a severe illness it is.
In Suffolk, Tina has finally cleared some space in the bathroom and now wants to bring Mike up to speed with her compulsive rituals.
Oh, I didn't realise you had to wash your hands before you clean the toilet.
Yeah, I have to. Can't clean if my hands ain't clean. Thank you.
At home, she regularly sanitises the loo 5 times a day.
Mike, all right, jokes about that's my office, that's where I sit, but I don't think it's very hygienic to answer your phone while you're on the toilet. He started one procedure and he's picking up his phone. I can't bear even thinking about that. This cloth doesn't go where your bum is, because I'm going to wipe this bit and you might have dribbled, or somebody might have, or whoever. So what I do is I wash all of it round here, and then I get the cloth and then I go underneath the rim.
OCD diagnosed Tina never wears rubber gloves when cleaning, as she prefers direct contact with surfaces.
I cannot wear gloves. I cannot wear gloves to do this.
That is quite surprising.
Only
you like the
because
feel of it?
I like the feel that I'm making it clean. Now, obviously my hands are dirty.
Yeah, that's all right.
So I know I've got germs, so I'm not going to touch nothing else with it. So I give it a wipe round, and then I wipe.
You've just gone down into the water.
Yeah, and then into that bit, wash it all round, and then that's it.
I was most impressed with the attention to detail, getting into all the nooks and crannies. I mean, I'd do the same with an engine, you know, inside of crankcases. So it's sort of similar, really.
It's nice to get 5 minutes out, just to get my head together, because you do feel a bit sort of grotty.
With the pair getting to understand each other better, Mike shows Tina more of the historic artefacts from his father's time on Thrust 2.
These are some of the bits from the World Land Speed record car.
Why are you keeping it hidden in a room? Would you like to move it on, where people can appreciate all this?
Well, it needs to be in a museum, doesn't it?
Would it upset you if you had to part with that? Because your dad had so much.
wouldn't have any problem parting with it, because it's, in a way, been a dreadful responsibility for me to hold on to it.
It's quite emotional, because he's emotional about it. I just felt there was not a lot of bond with him and his dad, and I think he kept hold of it because that's the only part he had. And he wants to let it go, but he don't know how to. So I think it's great that we're going to move on, put it into a museum and close that chapter for him.
Thrust 2 now resides in the Coventry Transport Museum. Mike has asked a representative along to assess if the components of the car should be reunited.
Yeah, I guess these were on the car and removed for some reason.
And it was your father who did a lot of the bodywork on Thrust 2?
Yeah, he was responsible for that.
Wow. So would you be interested in giving this to the museum to reunite it with the car?
Well, that would be a relief for me to have it somewhere safe and secure and, catalogued, whatever.
Yeah. Thank you again, Mike.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I feel relief for you, really.
No, well, I feel relief, and I've got a bit more space.
No.
Might be able to pop out and...
No. No more.
It's the final day in Essex, and Kerry's managed to fill a skip with clutter from Vicky's home and clean 4 rooms, removing 4 years of grime.
When you're working with people who are completely different to you, they're the hardest challenge. So obviously my biggest challenge has actually been Vicky, not the house.
After some frank words yesterday, it seems Vicky may have turned a corner.
I was in the supermarket last night and I've been converted and I bought some bleach products.
With the final touches in place, one of the few regular visitors to the house, Vicky's mum Janice, is on her way with son Aston.
Hello. Come on then.
4 days ago, the living room was strewn with Aston's toys, as well as being home to Rosie the rabbit. It's now spacious, clean, and the ideal play area for 3-year-old Aston.
Oh, but it's actually a lounge. It's not just a room full of toot.
What I see now as a modern family home is a proper home.
Yeah.
Let me show you where the rabbit is then, Vicky. Yeah, look, come and see what we got.
Wow, she got a new hutch.
It's got upstairs and a downstairs.
Before, the kitchen was a food-caked mess amid piles of fly-friendly rubbish that hadn't been deep cleaned since Aston was born. It's now spick and span and freshly bleached.
There's a lot more workspace. And the cooker, it looks like a new cooker.
I even spray bleached the sink last night.
But look at it now, it's a lot whiter than it was.
Yeah.
4 days ago, the bathroom was caked in gunk and grime, and the toilet hadn't been cleaned in 4 years. It's now bright, shiny and germ-free.
Wow! This is nice and clean.
Where do you do your wheeze now?
On the toilet.
Yeah!
Finally, Aston's bedroom was a bomb site of toys and furniture that he hadn't slept in for 6 months. Now it's a clean, ordered and dust-free space.
What do you think?
Good.
Is it better?
Yeah.
It's like a proper little boy's bedroom now.
This is the one room that I really, really wanted to make
To bed.
for Aston because I felt a little boy should have a room.
I love it.
Give us a hug, Ben.
Thank you.
All right. The whole time I just kept thinking about that little boy, so my whole main aim was just to give him a home back. And I just hope that it stays that way. Right then, see you later.
Thank you very much.
I hope you like it and I hope you keep it.
I will, I promise. It's going to make a huge difference for both of us. Just the fact that we can move forward and we've got a home.
There's just one last thing for the skip.
Yay! Good boy!
It's the final day in Suffolk, and Tina has filled half of the new shed with Mike's mechanical artefacts. She's also removed his father's thrust, 2 components and 3 sacks of rubbish. The scale of Mike's hoard means Tina hasn't touched the living room this week, so she's using what time is left to bring the bathroom and kitchen up to her exacting standards.
So you set your flowers in the middle. This bit,
He's looking at you. That's his
Yeah.
nose, is it?
and it's in the middle of the table.
Right.
I can't have it offset because it don't feel right, because it's not equal to anything.
Mike's lifelong friend Tony has returned to see how he's got on this week.
Yeah, I just think it'd be lovely for Mike to be able to sit down somewhere other than the toilet.
4 days ago, Mike had lost sight of the hob, surfaces and even the kitchen table. Now the room is clutter-free and Mike has somewhere for himself and others to sit.
Wow! Unbelievable. It looks like a proper kitchen.
Was you shocked?
No, I am genuinely shocked. It's just a usable kitchen, one that you would actually sit in, cook in, eat in.
Well, there's actually more.
Is there?
Yes.
Before, the bathroom doubled as an unhygienic office. Now it's fresh, clean and orderly, and Mike can even use the bath for the first time in 2 years.
Fantastic. Yes, it's definitely a better use for the bathroom area than an office. Looks absolutely beautiful. I'm immensely grateful for everything you've done. I really, really am.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
And I'm sure it will change his life, but thank you. I'm amazed at how much Mike and Tina have managed to get done, to get the house this clear, which is fantastic.
How about a cuppa then?
I'd love one.
Oh dear.
Germ-conscious Tina doesn't leave home without straws and hasn't drunk from someone else's mug in 5 years.
You're right.
Yes, if Mike can conquer something, so can I. Oh, thank you. Close my eyes. I can't believe I've done that. That was my biggest mission, was to drink out of a cup without a straw. I am very, very proud of myself that I've done it. So all I can say, Mike, thank you.
Cheers,
for helping me as well. Well, you look after yourself, darling.
Safe journey, and it's been great having her here. And, yeah, we've achieved a great deal. Obviously, loads more to do, but I'm sure that I can gradually sort it.
The experience I've had this week is that there's more to life than cleaning. After seeing Mike, I definitely feel I've nagged my husband too much. It's like henpecked, isn't it?
My balls are so clean, I touch them and I feel nice.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Ball down!
With Christmas bringing an extra 15 kilos of clutter into the average home, the festive season can be the most stressful time of year for an obsessive cleaner.
I don't like all the tinsel wrapped round things.
Just give them a bit of a stir around.
The tree will go up on the 1st of December. It gets taken down at about 2 o'clock on Christmas Day.
Not even had the Queen's speech.
No.
But is a clean house just for Christmas? Over 40 obsessive cleaners have taken on the challenge of a lifetime as they cleaned for a complete stranger at the opposite end of the spectrum in the hope it would change their lives for the better.
You don't want a sandwich, do you?
You're keeping the stuff like a museum.
I can't talk.
We couldn't move on Wednesday in this
talk.
house.
This is the stuff I'm having to deal with. Dog feces.
Now 4 of them are back to check on the progress of their old friends.
Looks the same.
We didn't see eye to eye last time.
Hello, Minnie. How you doing?
Will those with very different attitudes to cleaning have reverted back to their old ways?
We've gone to such effort, just been totally ignored.
Wow, I knew they'd be here somewhere.
You're the one that's wrong.
Or will the obsessive cleaners have changed their lives for the better?
Now that's what a bed should be like.
Two years ago, obsessive cleaner Richard
Hello, sir.
and antiques hoarder Christopher made the life-changing decision to challenge their obsessions.
Where'd you sit?
Although not OCD diagnosed, IT manager Richard spends 2 months of each year cleaning and organising his home.
As soon as that front door's shut, I'm hoovering, I'm cleaning, I'm tidying, I'm organising. I can't stop.
Richard from Northampton was keen to showcase his obsessive cleaning skills to a stranger.
I've got a special gift, bringing order to chaos, and I enjoy it.
So he took 4 days out of his cleaning regime to help ex-antiques dealer Christopher reclaim his 4-bedroom Wiltshire home that was disappearing under 3 tons of antiques and collectibles.
Wow. The house is in chaos.
But getting Christopher to join in on the cleaning wasn't always easy.
I seem to be doing a lot of the grafting here, Christopher.
Well, I'm not getting down there, it's too dusty. Now then, run your mop over that bit.
This is something I never thought I'd see. Amazing.
Yeah, it's something I never thought I'd do.
With the help of Christopher's friend Chalice,
That's gross.
You don't want a sandwich, do you?
they managed to clear and clean the living room and kitchen in 4 days and filled 2 skips. Revealing a house Christopher could comfortably entertain in once more.
God, isn't it clean? Oh my God! How clean is that? That's amazing.
It's a usable working kitchen now, which is what one wants.
It's all about maintaining what we've put in place, and it will keep the house in a proper standard.
I'm very appreciative.
But because clearing downstairs was such a monumental task, Richard didn't have time to tackle the rest of the house, leaving the front room and bedroom in the hope Christopher would carry on the good work.
Can you teach us old dog new tricks? I have absolutely no idea. We'll find out.
Now Richard's back for 1 day in Wiltshire to check on Christopher's progress and try and finish off what he started.
My fear is that he's just gone back to his old ways, He's lazy, he's let stuff build up in his lounge.
As to what Richard is going to think about the house, I do not know. I think he'd be surprised.
What would be really good and would make me really happy was if he's actually gone the next level, sold some stuff, done some antique fairs, carried on the good work that we started. Initial impressions from me are there's not much of a change. I'm pretty sure those branches were what we put there last time. Hello, sir.
Richard.
How are you doing?
Very well. How nice to see you.
It's wonderful to see you.
Come on in.
Ah. Am I going to be shocked?
Last time, Richard left a welcoming living room for Christopher to relax in.
I'm quite impressed, Christopher.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm quite impressed. You've kept it to a good standard.
On his first visit, Richard left Christopher with a new fridge and usable kitchen for the first time in 2 years.
It's certainly not the chaos it was. Do you mind if I look in the fridge?
You may. Yeah. Do you want a mask?
I'm not going to need one.
Last time you nearly passed out.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that going to happen?
It is on. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm certainly not gagging, Christopher. That's much better. Much better. Very impressive, sir.
Richard is now keen to take a look at Christopher's bedroom, a room he didn't have time to tackle on his first visit.
Now that's what a bed should be like. Not with loads of clutter on it. You've done a cracking job in here, mate. For me, the biggest thing from last time was the bed.
I could only sleep on one side of the bed and then move the boxes and sleep on the other side. Now I can turn over at night.
Now you can entertain.
Got a new girlfriend who I met a month ago.
Oh, wonderful.
And she's been to stay.
I'm really pleased for you, sir. I'm really pleased. I thought if he kept the house tidy and kept it nice, he might score with the ladies, and I think he has. He's got a girlfriend, and it's it's brilliant. I think I did make a difference. I think I gave him probably the kickstart he needed to transform his life. I'm feeling kind of proud as well right now.
Richard has got just 24 hours to make a difference to Christopher's life once more.
Right, sir. Let's have a look in here then.
The front room has been inaccessible for the past 15 years.
I'm guessing there's stuff in here you want to throw away. There's probably stuff in there we can sell. But unless we get in here and get stuck in, we're not going to find out.
That's very true.
Yeah. He's done well to maintain it, so yeah, I'll give him another boost. I'll give him another hand.
The average lifespan of an artificial Christmas tree is 6 years. But for an obsessive cleaner, it can last just 1 month.
I buy new every year.
The festive season, with all its extra Yuletide clutter, can result in their rituals with cleanliness and order going into overdrive.
I have that distance between
Right.
each bauble
Okay.
on the tree. I position them like that. See, now I've got a dilemma because I've put that ball too close to the other ones, and it's going to really stress me out.
47-year-old fitness fanatic Mark spends up to 10 hours a day keeping his home perfect.
This is my sink, which is nothing special apart from the fact that I clean it about 50 times a day.
Mum of two and obsessive cleaner Amanda spends over 20 hours a week keeping her home germ-free, including bathing her children in diluted antiseptic.
Once a week, I'll give the kids a Dettol bath. I know that they've been cleaned in the right way. It actually helps protect Amelia from getting nits as well in her hair.
Our obsessive cleaners are in Peterborough, home to mum of three, Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
I'm Mark, nice to meet you.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi,
Nice to
Amanda.
meet you.
Do you want to go round the back and then I'll let you in?
After you.
Thank you.
I'll meet you round there.
Okay.
Although not OCD diagnosed, Lindsay can hoover her living room for up to 20 times a day and clean her toilet up to 30 times a day.
I think there's too many diseases and funny things in this country and we need to be on top of them. Hi guys, do you want to come in?
Thank you.
Right, so this is the kitchen. When we're preparing for Christmas, I don't know about you guys, but I set aside a whole weekend for decorations and for cleaning the bits and pieces, and I schedule that in the diary very early on. So even though it's all been in tubs of the bits and pieces, I'll still bleach it with boiling water and a few other products. And then I'll just drop all my baubles into the boiling water with a bit of bleach.
Well, that's
It's a bit extreme, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll just give them a bit of a stir around.
Oh, I'm surprised you haven't disintegrated your baubles with that potion in there.
No, they all seem fine. Right, so now we'll put my nice sparkly balls onto the tree. Obviously, colour scheme-wise, it has to match the room. The room is blues, greys and whites, so the tree has to match. If you went and put a pink or red bauble on there, I'd probably have a bit of a fit. And then what I try and do is try and do silver blue, silver blue, silver blue. But my balls are so clean, I touch them and I feel nice.
I can smell the bleach off them actually, which is nice.
Once the tree is dressed, I'll take a photo so I know where my baubles have been. And every so many days, I'll take the baubles off, bleach them again and put them back on the tree and refer to my photo.
Lindsay can re-bleach her baubles up to 10 times over the Christmas period.
And then that's mission complete.
Good job.
Yes. Mark was very impressed, and I think he'll be bleaching his baubles from now on.
And next, it's the turn of Mark to put on the festivities.
Right, how I do my... Oh, oh no!
Oh no!
Ball down.
Last time, obsessive cleaner Vinny decided to help clear charity shop hoarder Robin's house of 20 years of grime and clutter.
Hello. Would you mind if I asked you to? Yeah. I'm not being offensive, but yeah, you've got an animal in your hand.
I anti-back about 100 times a day.
Although not OCD diagnosed, 51-year-old fitness instructor Vinny from South Yorkshire works full-time and still manages to clean for over 30 hours a week. To challenge his obsessions, he left his ordered, pet-free life to spend 4 days at hoarder Robin's, which was overrun by 6 dogs.
Come on, in. Oh, my God. Oh, God. That is the strongest smell ever.
It's the stuff I'm having to deal with. Dog feces.
The state of the house was pushing Robin's 9-year relationship with partner Kevin to the edge.
It's got to the point where I spend more time here at the allotment than I do at home.
Yeah, that is a very special picture, mate. And you look both very, very happy there indeed.
My hope for the end of the week is that when the house is in a presentable condition, that he'll come round and spend more time here with me.
So charity shop owner Robin put up with Vinny's vigorous cleaning.
Billy, you're so obsessed you've scrubbed the damn numbers off my cooker. Don't know what's what now.
There was no numbers on there. Absolutely not.
In 4 days, they transformed 3 rooms, returning Robin's home back into a place that he and partner Kevin could learn to enjoy again.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes. He's done this for you.
I wanted to be with you so much, but the house was such a wedge between us.
Oh, thanks, Vinny. I'm just glad I brought these two people together again. And I can go away now and think, well, yeah, I did something good.
Now Vinny's back in Kent to catch up with Robin and Kevin. Have they managed to maintain Vinny's high standards and keep their relationship on track, or is there still work to be done?
I'm worried to a certain degree whether Robin's gone back. Hopefully, he's brought his relationship with his partner forward, because I know it was pretty much on a very rocky road, so it's important, that I walk into a situation where I feel that he really has made some changes. That's what I would like.
It's never going to be up to Vinny's standards, despite all my hard work that I've put into it.
I want to get inside. I definitely want to see the guys as much as I want to see the house.
Hello, Vinny.
How you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Well, I was expecting you to come to the door with the dogs in your hands. And you know what? Now you've not got the dog in your hand. Good to see you.
Welcome.
Kevin.
Good to see you, Vinny.
After 50 hours cleaning and 5 bottles of bleach, Vinny left a hygienic kitchen.
Well then, guys. The one good thing, you've actually got the dogs out in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Before, Vinny transformed Robin's bedroom, removing piles of clothes from the floor and putting new cotton sheets on the couple's bed.
What happened to those beautiful white sheets?
About 10 days after you were here the last time,
Yeah.
the Jack Russell had her babies on it.
Yeah.
The puppies after that ate the rug that was on the floor, so that ended up going as well.
After removing a skip full of rubbish, Vinny left Robin with a relaxing living room. But that was 12 months ago.
As a matter of fact, I cannot wait to hear.
Well, this I have to say, I am ashamed of this. Basically, closed the shop, my own personal stuff that I hadn't given away. It came in here.
And that's your excuse? I shut the shop?
Yeah. I've been busy working on the house, Vinny.
Whatever you say to him, quite welcome to it, because he drives me potty. I used to love coming sitting in here.
Yeah, because we made a massive effort with it. I'm absolutely lost for words, mate. I'm just really, really, really pissed off now that we've gone to such effort and it's just been totally ignored.
I feel very much like I was ganged up on. I didn't get any support off of Kevin whatsoever, even though he's added to that mess. He won't admit it, of course, but he has.
I don't like walking away. Now I need to see if we can turn it round now, again.
The average household receives 38 Christmas cards every year. But for some obsessive cleaners, even receiving one is seen as a major source of anxiety.
For me, it's just like, this is hell. So, you know, I put them in the bin.
With bauble bleaching Lindsay's house inspected, next our group of obsessive cleaners are in Hampshire to visit fitness fanatic Mark.
Hi guys, how you doing?
How are you?
Come on in.
Thank you.
Although not OCD diagnosed, Mark can spend up to 50 hours a week ordering and organising his home, and is particularly obsessed with his curtains.
I actually get quite stressed if I can't tidy things up. If I catch it out the corner of my eye, the curtains are not right, I'll have to adjust them, otherwise I just can't relax.
And at Christmas, any decorations that create mess are a no-no.
Don't like all the tinsel wrapped round things. Minimalist is my Christmas, I think. Right, so this is my lounge. I don't have a real tree. I don't think I could actually tolerate this.
Yeah, is it because of the mess that it would make?
Yeah. So I've always had an artificial tree. I'll put this last bit on the tree. That in there. I like white and blue. I just hate golds and reds and stuff like that.
So do you tend to hang on every branch or just really space them out?
Don't laugh when I tell you this. I have that distance between each bauble on the tree. So if I position them like that, and obviously I make sure that there's nothing that's too close to one of the same colour.
Right.
See, now I've got a dilemma because I put that ball too close to the other ones, and it's going to really stress me out, and I can't move that one. So this is what happens in my world. I start moving one.
You're going to move them all.
Then I've got to move them all. Right, how I do my... Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Ball down.
It's not got a full set now.
I tend to have a sort of set way of doing things, so I tend to sort of wind the lights around the tree at the end.
Right.
The longest Mark has taken to put up his Christmas tree is 2 days.
So you seem quite stressed about the light.
Oh, no, I think the tree is really stressing him out, actually. It seems like it's hell for him.
In a minute, I'm going to rip the tree down.
Let's see these lights switched on.
Right.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, Mark,
That looks really nice.
That's so worth the effort.
Oh, I can feel the stress subsiding now.
Do you? You're feeling better?
God, I was actually going to punch one of the balls in it. Quietly confident I might win Best Tree Award, even if I did look a bit stressed and dropped some of the balls on the floor.
Finally, it's time for Amanda to demonstrate her obsessive Christmas.
So the tree will go up on the 1st of December, and then it gets taken down at about 2 o'clock on Christmas Day.
Not even had the Queen's speech.
No.
In Kent, with partner Kevin out at work, charity shop owner Robin's living room has become a dumping ground again, and Vinny has just 24 hours to improve it.
I want to go in there, get that front room back to the way they wanted it, and hopefully that will inspire them to finish the rest of the house and move forward.
Whoa. Right, where do you want to start?
There's a brush in here. I wonder why that's in here. It's out of place, isn't it, really? That's the second brush in there I found. It's not being used for the proper job, eh?
Moan, moan, moan.
I'm sorry I need to pick up on this point, but this is the third brush I've just found in here.
I've had an awful lot to do. Vinny doesn't know what's been going on in my life over the past year. Cleaning the front room was the least of my priorities.
OK, what's with all the albums?
These the photos of my best friend, who died earlier this year.
Right.
It was very painful. I had to look after him while he was dying, and it was hard.
OK. Come on, let it out. Seeing Robin break down like I've just seen him over the pictures of his friends kind of has made me realise that he's just been left alone in this surrounding which he's not happy with. He wants it finished and he doesn't see any way through this. And I sympathise with him as well.
Hopefully Vinny realises, you know, a bit more why things have become the way they have. I've had a lot to cope with in the past year, so it's just the way it's been.
"12 months ago, obsessive cleaner Louise and hoarder Michelle decided to see if they could use each other's obsessions to help themselves.
Hello. Hi. Yes, thank you.
Although not OCD diagnosed, ex-RAF Corporal Louise's compulsive cleaning is in danger of putting a strain on her relationship with her 2 children.
I have a routine with my family. Everything we do is quite ordered, and in my head, as long as it's ordered like that, everything feels like it's running smoothly. I'd be curious to know how people can sort of let their houses go. I quite like the idea of going in and having a good clean.
Come in.
Louise left her minimalist home for 4 days to help organise hoarder Michelle's 2 tons of possessions and quirky collectibles.
I've been like this since I moved in.
The dolls are scaring me a little bit.
Oh, you're frightened?
A little bit. That one especially looks quite real.
Funny.
You know, if you could maybe part with a couple, the money you could...
Michelle's 7th lorry load of belongings had just turned up at partner Michael's house and was in danger of overwhelming him entirely.
I just look at it sometimes and think, why do we want all this stuff?
There is a certain amount of strain between Michael and myself. It's bound to be, because it's a lot to expect him to accept.
For the sake of their 10-year relationship, Michelle allowed Louise to cut back on her 40 years' worth of possessions.
It's better if she's out of the way.
After 4 days, Louise got rid of 1.5 tons of Michelle's belongings, freeing up 2 guest bedrooms and giving Michael his home back again.
Can I actually see the windows?
Oh, don't.
Oh,
don't
no.
cry, because you made me cry.
That's lovely.
Go in.
Oh, yes. Oh,
You
it's
all right?
lovely. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Oh, yeah.
Now Louise is back in Swindon to see if Michelle and Michael have managed to keep their bedrooms clutter-free and their relationship on track.
I really do hope that she has sort of kept the rooms that we worked on as they were when I left. And I really do think Michael was keen to keep them like that as well. So fingers crossed, Michael will have put his foot down.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Louise again. I'm hoping that she will be surprised when she sees the rooms.
Hiya! Right, my darling.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
it's lovely to see you sweetheart. Oh, how have you been? All right?
Really good, thank
you.
you.
Come on in.
Thank you.
God, we're out there today, isn't it?
After 4 days hard graft, the guest room was decluttered and cleaned with some of the dolls put into storage. But has it stayed that way?
What do you think?
It looks really nice. It's lovely. Yeah, you've done really well with this room.
Thank you.
I was worried the bed would be covered again.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
nice. You've done a lovely job in here. So I know when I came last time, you wanted this room for your daughter. Are you using it?
Yes, it's getting used now
Yeah.
because it's usable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased that you've kept it looking so nice and tidy.
Thank you.
Wow. I knew they'd be here somewhere.
Yeah.
They just freak me out, I think, because they look so lifelike.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have one in my house.
Yeah.
Thinking it might come alive in the middle of the night.
Oh, too many horror movies.
Exactly.
Right, should we go and have a look at the other room?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Go for it. This is the one I'm most excited about.
Yeah. After you.
After 80 hours of streamlining, the box room was reclaimed as a second guest bedroom, allowing grandchildren to stay for the first time in 5 years. But that was a year ago.
Michelle. Okay.
What do you think?
I kind of was hoping that there would have been loads more space. But you've kind of just replaced it with other things.
To a certain extent, I have, because there were things that I didn't want to get rid of,
Yeah.
obviously.
Are your grandchildren still using it? Are your
Yes.
family using it?
Yeah, they loved staying here.
Yeah.
See, I've got their photograph
I know,
up on the wall.
But just promise me that you won't put anything more in
No,
this
no,
room.
no, I promise you. In fact, if anything, things are going to be taken out.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
When I've found somewhere else to put them.
Yeah.
Hello, Louise.
Hello, how are
You all right?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
The bedrooms may have stayed under control, but in the garden, it's a different story.
It's changed a bit.
Wow. This is like the 3 rooms in the garage.
And there's another surprise for Louise.
So why do you need to keep this? It's not even out of the packet, Michelle.
Brides. Can you guess?
You getting married?
Yeah.
Never.
We're getting married next year.
Oh.
Yeah.
25th of July.
Wow. Well, I'll let you keep that one then. That's an
you.
exception. They're an absolutely lovely couple, and I'm really pleased for them, you know, getting married.
Well, life change between then and now is that we know what we're doing without the rest of our lives. We're going to get married next year. Thank you very much, Louise, for all you've done for us. It was really nice.
Nice to see you both again.
Yeah, it's lovely to see
Take
you,
care.
Louise.
Bless you. Louise has helped me so much. She's given me the push I needed and the help, physically and emotionally, because I think the emotional help was invaluable.
Take care.
Bye-bye, darling.
Bye. It's just great to see that my obsession's been able to help somebody. And I'm really pleased that Michael and Michelle have been able to take something from my visit.
Suitcase.
Okay. In Wiltshire, Richard has just 24 hours to help hoarder Christopher.
A pair of mouldy old shoes.
Yeah, they're not very good, are they?
He wants to clear the front room, last used 15 years ago. Previously, Christopher was buying 10 antiques every week to add to his collection.
So since I was here last, have you cut back a bit on your collecting?
I've only bought one thing, and that's the clock in the sitting room.
Well, that's not so bad then. You've made good headway, actually.
Yeah,
You
I have, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just breaking the back of this. Big
Well,
win.
I mean, it'd be wonderful to have this room in use. Absolutely amazing.
What we need to do is try and find some stuff that you can sell or get to an auction. Do you reckon this would be worth something?
Yeah.
Okay. Antique lobster. That'll be snapped up at auction. Let me guess. Hoover?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it's quite old.
I think it's Edwardian, yeah.
It's got a good pump action on it. So that's going to go to the...
That can go to the auction, yeah.
Right.
Christopher's off to the local auction house to get them valued, leaving Richard to continue to clear and clean.
I don't think there's much antique value in it, but it's fun. So I think we would sell it.
Do you?
I think we would. Nice sort of vintage retro item. I'm sure they'll be quite popular.
I'm very glad Richard has paid me another visit because it looks like I'm going to get a bit of money out of it and a sorted out room.
Sir, how are you?
Well, all right, thank you.
How'd you get on?
Well, it was a surprise. It was absolutely amazing because that dreadful plastic lobster, 10 to 20 pounds.
What, for the lobster?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Sorry.
The rest of it, I mean, it all added up to between 215 to 335 pounds.
Oh, wow. I'm making good progress in here. I think you'll be quite impressed. Try and impress your new girlfriend. Yeah, can't wait to meet her.
6 out of 10 men admit that it takes them just 1 minute to wrap a present. But there's a unique group of order-obsessed people who can spend much longer. Like Mark, who can take a whole hour on just one gift. Having visited Lindsay and Mark's homes, next it's the turn of Essex mum of 2, Amanda.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Not bad at all.
Good, come in, come
Lovely.
in.
Shoes off or on?
No, it's fine, leave them on. I'll clean when you're gone.
Although not diagnosed with OCD, Amanda can spend 4 hours every day making sure her home is germ-free.
I actually sacked the window cleaners and got rid of them. They weren't getting rid of any germs. So in my house, the tree is solely for Santa to leave presents. Once he's left the presents, I have no need for a tree. So the tree will go up on the 1st of December and then it gets taken down at about 2 o'clock on Christmas Day. So once we've finished dinner and everyone's having a little nap.
We've not even had the Queen's speech.
No.
Different.
Yeah.
I think she's quite cruel. I think she's got 2 small children and I think that she should leave it up until at least they've gone. You know, you're sitting there finishing off your dinner and all of a sudden she's jumping up and ripping the tree down.
Every year, Amanda buys a tree in November, dresses it, and puts it into storage ready for Christmas.
It's Christmas made easy. A bit like you, Mark, I haven't got the patience. I'd probably end up smashing it up. So it's easier just to do it like this.
What do you mean like I did with mine?
You've just dragged the box in, it's just jumped out of the box and it's done. How do you keep your tree clean?
So I actually steam my tree. I've got the steamer out every day anyway. Just jet the steam over it.
I've never heard of anyone steam their tree before.
So is this daily?
On average, I'd say it's every other day.
Wow.
So once I've given it a quick blast of the steam, I then get my other best friend and I give it all a quick spray. This is a Dettol spray. It's effectively disinfectant in a spray.
Brilliant, Amanda. I'm feeling really jealous. I'm definitely going to start spraying mine.
I feel like I'm almost an inadequate male because I don't steam my tree.
I don't think I'll change my Christmas habits at all. I love that it's stress-free, it's quick, it looks how I need it to look and it stays clean.
In Kent, Robin and germaphobe Vinny have cleared the living room of 200 plastic bags, a wheelie bin of rubbish and 3 brooms.
Yeah. That's what you pick up rubbish with? Yeah. And that's a little bin.
With just a few hours left before partner Kevin gets home from work, the boys are loading up Robin's van for a trip to the local tip.
Are you sure you're happy about this, eh?
Yeah.
Good.
I get quite excited. I like to go to rubbish tips.
Oh, really? Why is that then?
See what I can find to bring back.
Oh, you won't be bringing nothing back, mate, because my eyes will be all over you. Yeah? Let's get in. Let's go. It's covered in doggies, and I really am not sitting on them. It's your dog's seat, isn't it?
Yeah.
The only way I'm going to get in that car is if I'm allowed to bag up all the seats, put black bags all over them, even on the floor bit, or I'm not getting in, and I need to cover my face. Just let me tell you, Robin, this is a big deal for me, mate.
Since visiting Robin, Vinny has managed to cut his cleaning back by an hour a day, but he's still as germophobic as ever.
Vinny's very extreme. I think they're poles apart To be honest, he thinks I'm extreme with the dog, and I think he's extreme with his manic cleaning.
And last of all, not least, yeah, I'm just going to put this one around it like this.
Do you want a hand with it?
No.
I hope I don't get pulled up for carrying a terrorist man with me.
I'm well pleased that he's managed to throw all the stuff away now, and hopefully this time now there is no going back and he will go forward with it.
Previously, OCD-diagnosed Alison tried to confront her condition by leaving her germ-free environment to transform hoarder Dusty's life.
Hello.
My name's Dusty.
Hello, my name's Alison.
Alison.
Full-time mother of 6, Alison from Lincolnshire spends over 30 hours a week keeping her 5-bedroom family home immaculate.
The plug socket, because I've buffed it that many times, I've took the top layer of enamel off it. I don't like cleaning. I don't want to be a cleaner. It's the fear of not cleaning. OCD is the fear of not cleaning.
Come in, please.
To challenge her OCD, Alison spent 4 days with Dusty from Herefordshire,
The rest of the house, is it like this?
Yeah.
Okay, so
whose priority was his horses rather than his home.
horse feed in your kitchen.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, there were disagreements.
You're
Can't live in a
keeping
museum.
the stuff like a museum.
I think I can't. What you're living in a
I
museum.
don't live in a bloody museum. I live in a
It's all
house that is clean.
displayed.
And over who was the better cleaner.
You're smearing now. It's got to be done again.
Oh.
To my standard.
So it's not to your standard.
Not to paint that work up there. I want to paint the horse again.
This is about giving you quality of life.
I can't talk.
We couldn't move on Wednesday in this house.
I can't talk.
But after 4 long days, Alison managed to confront her OCD.
Now, my OCD's kind of gone out the window, and it's turning into it's more about Dusty than me, and OCD is always about me.
Restoring order to the downstairs of Dusty's home.
Done a really good job. Lovely. Fantastic. Much better. Much better.
But there was one thing they never agreed on: where to put the horse feed.
I've just spent all day cleaning this kitchen, and you're moaning that I've took your beet out into a bin.
It's like a wild horse, really. You won't be able to change him, really.
I felt a bit nagged for the last 4 days. It's been like a marriage from hell. Good girl.
We keep on the road, Jack, won't give it up.
Now Alison's back in Hertfordshire.
We're driving this old truck down this dirty old track.
To see if Wild West fanatic Dusty has mended his messy ways.
We're a cowboy still.
I'm really curious to see how Dusty's getting on. We've always had unfinished business. We didn't see eye to eye last time, and it'd be really nice to see that he's made progress.
I'm looking forward to seeing Alison again. Yeah, we didn't hit it off very well. I hope this time it'll be better and it won't be such a showdown. I have had a big improvement on my life and hope to see some improvement. Hey, Alison.
Hello, Dusty.
How you doing? Oh, will you come in?
Thank you.
Previously, after 50 hours clearing and 1 full skip, Alison had created a welcoming living and dining area.
It's actually not too bad, Dusty. I'm really impressed, actually, that you've got a living area, that you've kept on top of it. Compared to when I walked in here a year ago, it's amazing, really. I wouldn't say it was clean.
No,
say it was clean.
It's not up to your standard,
No.
obviously, no. You probably can't eat off the floor. No floor's going to be clean enough to eat off the floor.
You can eat off my floor. So I brought you this as a peace offering.
It's lovely.
Is that okay?
It's lovely, yeah.
That's a peace
Lovely.
offering.
Yeah.
On her first visit, Alison removed the horse feed from the kitchen and after 7 hours of elbow grease, brought it up to her standards.
Remember the kitchen?
Oh, yeah, remember the kitchen well. You've put the horse feed back
You're
in
wrong
the
about
kitchen.
horse feed, that's why. You're the one that's wrong. It's not a hazard at all.
It's not about being a hazard, is it? You know, you've got car cleaner
It keeps it
on
dry,
your
it
worktop.
keeps it clean in the
I gave
kitchen.
you bins to keep it dry.
Horses are domesticated. They've got to be treated with respect and their food's got to be kept clean and dry.
It's just a no-no. It shouldn't be in the kitchen. And he cannot see that. We've got unfinished business. Even though he's made me really angry and I just want to go home, I'm going to finish what I started. I'm going to make sure that I can help just do that little bit more.
Alison's got just 24 hours to make a difference once more.
Because I owe it to myself. I started something and I need to finish it, and he needs it.
Since you last visited, Dusty's hallway has become a dumping ground again.
We've got tools here. If we could clear this and make it safer for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not good, is it?
No, that's exactly what I want.
Yeah, so if we make a room in the shed, get it cleaned, get it in there, job's good, and then I can go home happy.
That's it, yeah,
Well done.
no problem. How you been, Alison, since we last met?
Since being here, I have been able to do a lot more in my life than go and do the cleaning. I go to the gym and then I go back and clean. But cleaning, I don't enjoy it. I don't want to do it. It's something that having OCD, it makes you do it.
I can appreciate the problem you got. It's not me to judge on you. Very difficult to put somebody else's mind in it. It's difficult.
Okay.
It is difficult.
I'm going to take them to the shed.
Yeah.
And bring another bucket.
Oh, the horse blanket. It's about 100 quid worth now.
It's filthy. When you're doing it as well, because you get a result straight away, it kind of makes you feel like you've achieved something.
Before she came to Dusty's, Alison's OCD used to make her late for every appointment. But that was 12 months ago.
Things have really changed in a year for me because I couldn't have left the house before if it was unclean. I'd have to clean it and then go out. Now I go to the gym, I do reading, and I can go back and clean it. And it doesn't niggle me as much as it used to. For me, that's a really, really good step forward.
I'm very grateful for Alison's help to do the hard work. It must be really hard for her to do it. Very grateful for it, very grateful. Fantastic.
For me, it's been a really good experience. I'm glad I came to Dusty's and I'm glad I've come back to Dusty's. I took loads out of it last time and my life has changed, so hopefully it will change a bit more.
Back in Kent, Robin and Vinny are adding the finishing touches to the living room before partner Kevin arrives home from work.
It'll be good for Kevin to have the living room back because I know Kevin will make good use of it.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi. Yes.
Are you all ready for seeing what we've been doing all day for you?
I've been praying it's half as good as last time.
24 hours ago, Robin and Kevin's living room had slipped back into chaos. Now it's been cleared and cleaned back up to Vinny's standards once more.
Right then, Kevin. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. It's all yours.
Oh, lovely. Oh, it's wonderful. Somewhere to sit, somewhere to just spend time with you. Yeah, it's going to be so lovely.
Good.
So wonderful.
Happy?
Yes.
Good. I want to say something which I think is very, very, very important. I kind of think, to a certain degree, that you have got to shoulder some of the responsibility, Kevin. I know you go out to work and Robin's here majority of the time, but this is your home, both of yours, OK?
I think we ought to make a deal.
Yeah.
I'm gifting the room to you. I won't put anything in here. You keep it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Come here. Come here. Oh, thank you so much.
I think this time, because he's seen that I understand him a lot more now, I think that he will make more of an effort to keep the place going. Seeing them both together again, yeah, I'm overjoyed and I'm happy and I can go away thinking that, yeah, I've accomplished something.
Cheers. Cheers. It's been great having Vinny back in the house. I'm happy to keep in touch with him and stay friends. I hope that's what we'll do.
Wiltshire, after 24 hours, 10 bin bags worth of clutter has been removed. Richard and Christopher are putting the finishing touches to the front room, ready for special visitor Julie.
I can't wait to meet the girlfriend.
Hello, Julie. How are you?
Hey, darling.
This is my friend Richard.
Nice to meet you, Richard.
Very nice to meet you. Come and see what we've been up to.
One day ago, the front room was hidden under 15 years of forgotten antiques and clutter. Now it's been transformed into a romantic dining room for two.
Here we go. What do you reckon?
It's amazing. You can actually open the door. Looks amazing. Yeah, it's
Don't you
fantastic.
think it looks nice? You see there's a photo of my mum and dad on top of that.
Oh, that's lovely as well, yeah. And you can see the mirror, can't you?
Yeah. Well, it was full from floor to ceiling.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Beautiful.
And all thanks to Richard.
Not just me, no. You certainly done your fair share of work.
And 3 more rooms to go.
Yeah, I'll be back. Make this my holiday destination. Every year, Christopher's house. Yeah. I think from last time, I think my motivation has definitely lifted Christopher a bit, and I think now, with Julie's influence,
to Richard,
it's going to keep him on the right path.
Thank you to Richard. I've told him he can't bring loads of clutter in here again.
No, I'm not going to.
So I think the two of us together, we've had a positive effect on Christopher, and I think he's going the right way.